Hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of Expedition Aladragor. I am your Dungeon Master, SniperGuy, and I am joined as always by our adventurers. Say hello, adventurers!
Hello, adventurers!
Hello, adventurers!
When last we left off, it's been a few weeks, but we're hopefully going to pick right back up in this exciting action scene. Our players, traveling down the river, found that they were beset upon by a large boat coming up the river towards them, which fired upon them with a strange red light that lanced through poor Billy Brews, knocking him out cold. A swamp gnome climbed up on the side of the boat and yelled out a warning before also being struck down, and the boat was then beset upon by other swamp gnomes throwing smoke bombs and the like. That boat much bigger and painted black. Your boat
you didn't say it was
small.
bigger.
Oh, it's like a galleon.
Oh, okay.
It has a crow's nest where the light was coming from that hit you. And so I believe many of you scattered below deck as one of you began turning the boat around to go back north the other direction. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna lay here, hang out.
Somebody drug Billy off. I remember somebody dragged Billy down with us so we could bring him back to life.
I'll spend a key point to heal Billy.
Billy's not dead. Billy is unconscious. Just
I'll
to
spend
be clear.
a key point to unconscious Billy. I'll use my shitty old martial arts die from pre-level up. That's it. 8. I'll heal Billy for 8.
All right.
Shot through the heart!
All right, why am I down here? There's a bad thing up top. What day is it?
Oh, it's been like 4 years,
Mommy?
mate. The bad thing's gone.
Oh, thank God. So what's up?
Well, we kept you alive using preserved food, so, you know, that might have some after effects.
Billy, give me a perception check.
Yeah. Let me click the button. Hold on. There it is. I got a 6.
Yeah, no, this seems totally legit.
4 years of my life. Goblins don't live that long. That's a long time.
I know. That's why
Don't
we
worry,
had
it
to
was-
preserve food.
Yeah, it was a time loop. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
In completely unrelated news, we're running from a similar but completely different black ship.
Curses.
Right. So let's do that then.
So
how much
is
money do we
someone
have now?
piloting the boat?
I thought that Hellyth was.
Sure.
Because Billy and Hellyth are the only ones that know how.
Okay, so the boat
Yeah,
is...
sorry, it's been a couple weeks. Yeah, I'm piloting the ship.
Okay, so the boat, you were turning the boat around, because I knew somebody was. So turning the boat around to go back up north. The rest of you below deck. You're not being fired upon anymore
You said
because...
we're going faster than the boat, right?
Yes. You are much smaller and quicker and kind of a ship that is designed to go on the river. That is clearly more of a large warship, not something designed for speed along the river.
And sorry, like I said, it's been a couple weeks. Were we heading farther upriver, or were we? We're going back.
We
to
were
the
trying
swamp.
to go
You
back
went
to
back
the
to the
swamp.
swamp.
That ain't gonna happen now.
And
Well,
so now...
I guess I'm in charge of the helm, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the party before I make unilateral decisions, but theoretically, if we just go past them, since we're traveling faster
Yeah.
than they are,
And they're less maneuverable.
they can't turn as fast. Like, we're gonna spend less time in weapons range if we just
And
shoot
they're
past
smoked
them.
right now, right?
Point of order. Last time we tried to pass a ship, they fired a bunch of grappling hooks and stuff and lashed us to the side of them.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna go like give them a hug. I just, like if we continue going downstream, will they have to then turn? Or
I have a
whatever?
question.
Yeah.
How are we
Sure.
communicating?
This
Yelling.
I'm just saying, like, unless you guys just want me to make this decision myself because that's what my character would do, which is fine.
Now, Hellyth, I had the same idea 4 years ago when we encountered a black ship, and they shot me dead instantly. It was very scary. I'm amazed I'm still here, honestly. I don't know what kind of magic's kept me alive for this long, other than the preserved
dragon.
food. The dragon. Excellent. Excellent.
Meow's gonna be yelling from the bed. 4 more
He gave us
years.
this.
4 more
gave
years.
us-
Oh no!
He gave us this. He gave us this suppository for you.
While you guys are kind of having this discussion as this is going, one of the little windows where the cannons used to be down there, one of the boards gets like pried off, and that had been covering it up, and the swamp gnome that had been shot sticks his head in through the hole and says, "I have a message.
I thought you were dead.
I am dying.
Oh, all right. Well, use your last words wisely.
The Bowl Bear, the Bear of Owls, Hootman."
Yes.
Hootman, before they killed him, told me, gave me prophecies to share with you. But there was a lot of yelling. But I wrote it all down. But I've been swimming.
Okay.
Here. And he just throws a little piece of parchment that's like tied up. It's kind of soggy. And then he says,
Just like
"And
hit
now
someone in the face.
I die, but run."
Hey, Osa, couldn't you heal him?
I could have, but he did it.
No, he fell away and is dead.
I definitely could have grabbed his face while he was talking.
Full dead.
Sorry, I guess he was still dead when he was talking to us. I can't fix dead.
Damnable thing, that.
Swamp gnomes can yell a lot before they fully die.
I have a question.
I know somebody who can fix dead people. I mean, you just want them walking around and stuff, right?
How much smoke is up on the galleon?
You're down below. You would have to go up top to.
Well, I mean, we're pretty far away still. You said we were like 200, 300 yards away when they fired the shot.
You were about 2 football fields away, so like 600 feet. I don't know how many yards that is, but it's like 600 feet.
So
that's like 600 yards. That would be 6
football field's 100 yards.
No.
Oh, right. No,
Yeah,
it is
okay.
2. It's 2.
Shush.
Shush. Brain dead.
None of us watch football.
Math.
Okay. How much smoke can we see from where we are?
You can like still clearly see like there are what you guys saw was like people throw like you saw some swamp gnomes like throw little grappling hooks up onto the boat. You saw them throw little something trailing smoke that landed, and saw them start climbing up there. But like Hellyth glancing back in that direction as you're turning, you can see like people are like fighting swamp gnomes on the deck, and you're seeing like swamp gnomes get kicked off.
Yeah.
Let's just go for the green keep, maybe.
Sounds good
That's
to
a
me.
long ways.
Which means we have to go hit that huge ass lake.
Yeah, we're gonna hit
Because
that.
we were heading south from Midway.
Right.
Hellyth is ready for a beach episode.
Let's go.
Hey, Sniper, I hope you're ready for some sexy times.
Well, all right.
If you twist my arm.
Okay, so everybody is you guys are heading north?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Is anyone going to pick up the soggy piece of parchment?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
read it.
I
Okay.
assumed it was like
Oh,
stuck
so
to my face or something. So
No, he just tossed it on the ground.
yeah, it was soggy. So if it like hit me, it would have stuck like a spitball.
Is it legible?
It's legible, but it's clearly there's some stuff here that you're having a little bit of a hard time making out. You think you can transcribe it, but it's going to take you a little bit. You're going to have to like sit down and do that during downtime.
All right. For now, I'll fully open it and then like hang it from a rope. So
Okay.
it dries out.
Let it dry out. All right, so you guys on your boat head upstream, rapidly getting away with your magical engine from the pursuing boat, although you do see many swamp gnomes cut down back there. At one point, you do see that light shine again from up in the crow's nest coming your way, but you are out of range, and it harmlessly goes into the water near the boat. You see the boat, like the water like sizzle and smoke shoots up. But you head off into the night, heading upstream. You aren't at this point. You're not concerned about being caught up. You have quite a lead on it, and you know that you're faster than that ship. So now, if you would like, would be a good time to take a long rest as you guys are heading up to the lake.
Mates, I don't remember what happened 4 years ago. Did we see the Bagman yet or no?
What
No,
Bagman?
no, the Bagman's still coming for us.
Oh, God.
The Bagman
Well,
coming.
To be clear, usually he takes something of yours and then goes back in.
Mine?
Yeah, he's been
You've
chasing
lost a lot of stuff since you've been gone.
I'm like
Mostly
looking around
memories.
like, what?
Oh, yeah, every time the Bagman takes someone, he also takes one of your specific memories. We're not sure why he's tied to you, but there's the breaks.
He seems to really like
man.
you.
That must be why I don't remember much.
We are.
I guess.
Not the alcohol.
Oh, you
Never
haven't
the
had a
alcohol.
drop in 4 years, mate.
Oh my God. Like I immediately grab my bottle and like
As you guys are having this discussion, you hear the dragon, your hologram dragon companion, begins yelling, "Beep! Beep! Beep!"
Has he been doing that for 4 years too?
Oh, yeah, it's terribly annoying.
It's our reminder to give you your weekly suppository.
Oh,
Yeah.
The dragon has been giving us to help preserve you.
Okay. Well, do we
If you
still
wanna-
need to do it?
If you want to head into the
yeah,
hold
we
and bend
definitely
over, we'll
still
go
need to do it.
check the dragon and get the.
All right. Yeah, like I just drop my pants. I bend
Give 'em
over. I
all
put my
one
hands
eye
on the
salute.
bed and like stick my butt out. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go.
I just open the door to the dragon so the dragon can see.
I thought he ran into the dragon room because he said he bent over the bed.
I made a closet for the dragon, so it's no longer
Oh,
in the
oh.
bed. Like it's in
Okay.
its own little room.
Okay, so yeah, you open it, reveal the dragon floating there, who is now moving again, no longer stock still, and the dragon looks out and says, "I have improved the headquarters." And then, as he says that, a like portrait painting appears on the wall next to him, that has a picture of Malzid, the devil that you guys fought, but like a nice like a headshot, like a well framed of like the devil like standing there with his arms crossed and just like looking sideways, and underneath it says, "The devil Malzid vanquished on the date that you guys vanquished the devil Malzid."
It took you 4 years to make that, mate? It's great.
He looks down and says, "In addition, defenses are paramount, as I am now in this ship. The sphere is defunct. The sphere is defunct. No, no, no. Please request your weapon, and resources will be put toward creating it."
Oh, I'd like an axe.
You would like an axe installed on the ship.
Oh, no.
Where would you like the axe placed?
I thought you meant like us individually. No, disregard previous request.
Very good.
Cancel.
Please request your weapon, and resources will be put toward creating it.
We're gonna have to get back to you on that, dragon buddy.
Very
thought
good.
we'd-
Suspending.
I thought
No, no, no.
I thought we decided on a catapult. Like out of game. Not
Did we?
not Peter voice. I
I
thought
don't
we
remember that conversation.
because we were
I
talking
I
about
apologize.
chucking Billy and airdropping drugs and tossing
Oh,
fireball.
that's right. That's right.
And
I didn't tell them what was
going
going to happen. I just said, "Hey, if you had a weapon, what would it be?"
Oh well, I didn't suggest a catapult. I was just trying to like, what would we use to disperse drugs?
right.
A Billy.
Could we have
Humidifier.
Or
just
an
a
Osa.
Sea of Thieves cannon that you can shoot people and shit out of and they're fine?
Sure.
An actual cannon.
Just a cannon that you can fill. You have to fill with whatever, but you can also just fill each other
Whoa.
into the cannon.
That was bad wording, Sniper. Bad wording.
This has been a great
No,
episode
you
so
fill
far.
a person with whatever. Here's your butt drugs.
Oh God.
Delivered by air.
Right. Really, I mean, a cannon would be good. You know, it's a classic. It's classic.
How many weapons do we get? Just one?
I mean, it sounds like just one.
You get
No.
one
We
weapon installed. I have a catalog if you would like to peruse.
We could do the axe though. That
Oh.
I am interested in that. Like just a big axe that like comes down.
Oh, we could just get like a big icebreaker on the front of the ship, you know, and just drive through other boats.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be great.
These are all options.
And just board people, you know.
Oh yeah, the Dragonator.
We did.
We could also get a Dragonator.
All right.
Please-
Dragonator.
Please define.
You know a ballista, right? But make it big, and make the bow of the boat just open up to like.
Shove it out. Yeah.
You just want a front-mounted ballista?
The way you sound makes it sound is not as interesting. The Dragonator has a really strong name.
And it doesn't fire a projectile, it fires a drill, which is the most powerful weapon known to man.
I cannot install the most powerful weapon known to man.
Oh, but you
Yeah.
know what the most powerful weapon known to man is.
It's not that.
Then what is it? If
I
you
don't-
know what it is, could you tell us what
It's
it is?
definitely a drill.
We'll make it a quest.
Or is it like a scorching ray cannon?
We can do that. Do you want that? We can do that.
Something that just fires like a beam of fire. Because what are ships made out of?
We could use it
So
to
like
cook.
a little book
Cook
has
metal.
appeared floating there and is like flipping through pages trying to, and like you can see there's like one that's like a really weird sketch of like the front of the boat opening and then like sticks falling out, and it's just trying to like come up with what you guys are talking about. But one of them it flips a couple of pages and you can just see like a little pillar with an orb on top of it, and there's a little stick figure standing at the orb just rotating it and
What?
You
Huh?
cut out at the very last second there.
oh
Like,
and there's a little stick figure.
Oh. Yeah, now you're just completely silent.
Oh, I legitimately thought he just said and. Like, I thought it was a sound effect.
There's
Hello.
another adventure dragon.
Yeah, no,
guy.
you're still quiet, Sniper.
You can't hear me at all. I'm coming through on stream.
You've broken your
Nope.
mic.
The
Anyways,
silence.
so
Either that or you've gone completely mute. One requires a doctor.
How about
I
now?
do believe. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, I had to click a thing.
Can you hear me
Now,
now?
if we do the catapult though,
Can you hear me now?
we
You
could-
can.
we could
It's
do
a little
other
stick
things
figure
with
that can
it.
fire scorching rays out of an orb. In the book,
Figure.
so you could do that. You
we
could do
have-
one that throws fireball. You could do a cannon, like you said. You could do, a
Wait,
ramming thing.
It fires the spell fireball.
It casts the spell fireball.
That is significantly more efficient than casting the spell Scorching Ray.
That's true.
There are limitations though. Like scorching ray probably happens more often.
Oh.
We could also maybe go for like a more defensive item, like maybe something that like the Gigantinator, where it may make the boat very big and then people can't get on it, right?
Now, Billy, he specified a weapon.
Could
Well,
we get?
If
Okay,
you're big, you can just run over things.
I can't
Here's-
make the boat big.
here's something. What if we got a weapon or whatever you want to call it that can make a wall of force that we can put through things, but we can also use as a wall to defend the ship?
With limited range.
Sure. Well, yeah.
At this
We could
level,
put a
you
wall
could
of force
put one
in
up
front of our ship.
with like 10 feet of range away from the boat.
Would it move with the boat?
Is it fixed to the boat?
You could generate it where you want.
But would
Right.
it travel? So if we generated it 10 foot off the bow and the boat moved, would the wall move with the boat?
Yes.
Oh shit! that sounds
Interesting.
sweet.
Hmm.
Oh, like this idea.
Goog-
How big would this
Rapidly
wall be?
Googling wall of force.
No, don't do that. Absolutely don't look it up. Just make promises.
How,
Make
What-
completely
what-
uninformed decisions.
maybe we can get something that just like summons like gelatinous cubes and like 100 feet away from the boat. We can just flood the boat. Any enemy boats with gelatinous cubes.
Could make a 2 foot square wall of force.
Okay, I like where Billy's going. How about it just summons a shield of fire elementals within like 30 feet of the boat?
Can't do that. Think third level spell or lower here.
What level spell is then fuck lightning bolt?
Ooh,
Do we
lightning
get
bolt
to
would be
throw
good.
beanbags when we cast it,
if you want.
or is that reference too old? Sorry.
Never too old. I just saw that meme a couple of days ago.
I kind of like the idea of being able to shoot lightning bolts from the boat.
That does sound great.
Not
Or-
fireballs? You'd rather have lightning bolt than fireball?
I would
Or we
rather
can
have
go,
fireball.
I think fire is the correct answer because it's going to do more continuous damage to a boat.
Lightning, make fire.
Lightning bolt lights flammable objects on fire.
We
That's in the
could
spell description.
have it do conjure animals.
That's a third level spell.
That is a third level spell.
Like
We
I
could
was
probably-
saying,
we could just
gelatinous
fill-
cubes on the enemy ships. They won't even see them.
Now we
could
just
fill
need,
their boot with polar bears.
we
Think of the devastation of the polar bear.
This is
Conjure
a
animal
third
and
level
mass-
spell
and mass polymorph.
that can summon polar bears.
Now I'm just
and
imagining if we could,
plesiosaurs.
Summon a mimic onto the enemy boat, and
Oh.
they're like,
Yeah, it can summon
It's just a
one beast
cannon. Yeah.
of CR2 or lower, so we can just summon plesiosaurs.
murder hornets.
I'm gonna say right now that none of you know what a plesiosaur is.
Oh, I thought you meant me, Desmond, and I was about to get offended.
As a dinosaur nerd.
You couldn't make it summon like a mimic. You could make it do like a bear.
Hmm.
How
Is a
often?
bear in here? Yep, polar bear. You could make it summon a polar bear. I'm gonna say that would also have a very limited range.
That's okay. Polar bears swim.
Dark
Just
Souls.
ship to ship combat, they start firing cannonballs, and you guys go summon the bear. Just a bear plops into the water and starts swimming at them.
So
Right.
then, I guess I realized my other question is: do we control the animal that's summoned?
It's
Or
friend.
is
It would be
just like-
friendly.
Okay.
Okay, here's a question. What CR are laser sharks?
They don't have
Oh.
shark listed here for.
Hey, so non-joke question. Actual legitimate, like, is this something we could do? Could we have it cast Hunger of Hadar?
What level spell
a-
is that?
It's a third level spell. It works. The reason I question it is because it's a concentration spell, but it summons a 20-foot radius sphere that's completely black. You can't see anything in it, and it's just filled with milky acid tentacles.
Hmm.
It's fucking amazing. It's
New
like
band
my
name, I
favorite
call it.
spell in the game. And it fits Hellyth's patron. So we can have like a little bit of godly influence.
I'm gonna say no, not at this time. You could maybe
fair.
commune with Hellyth's god and see later if you could.
Right. Look,
Can-
gents, let's just keep it simple. Let's get the cannonball. Let's get the cannon that shoots fireballs that
Yep.
can be multi-purpose to shoot drugs and other things.
Now to be clear, you can have a cannon that can shoot whatever object you put in it,
Mm-hmm.
or you can have an orb that charges up and casts fireball.
I think we should get the cannon that can shoot anything.
I agree.
Because like anything could be me. You could shoot me at the enemy ships, and then I could go a lot further than I can jump.
And if we can get some bombs or something, that would be great too. We could, light the bomb, put it in, shoot it off. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
like
think
we
though,
could start a
if-
drive-by
I
T
think there's a
service for
spell out there
Hellyth.
somewhere where I can make things bigger, and if we shoot Peter, and then I make him bigger,
Oh, I like it. I'm here for it. Big Peter.
I don't know why
Walter,
Big
really
Peter
big
is so funny.
because
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Now,
I
to be
think- I
clear,
think this
if
is
you
it.
throw Peter at a ship, with the speed of a cannon and Peter hits the side of it, it's going to hurt both the ship and Peter.
Peter's
Half
gonna be
damage
fine.
to
Tougher than a
Peter.
ship.
Have you seen?
What if I
Have you
cast
seen this
Featherfall?
lad?
I'm so much tougher than a ship. This is not a problem.
What if he's under the effects of Featherfall?
Then he's not going to hit the ship very hard, but he can get over there.
You just go boom.
We launched him and he got 3 feet out and just slowed down.
That's a good point. We should launch Osa first. He can land safely, and then we launch Peter, and then Osa uses deflect missile
missiles
to catch
to
Peter.
I think the greatest
The dragon just looks at it and says, "Would you like to come back to this later?"
Well, no.
I
This
think we're
is
gonna
a
lock
brilliant
this in. We're
idea.
good. We're good.
We're gonna
This
take
is
we're gonna
actually
take a
like-
cannon that can shoot anything.
Guys, we'll never have to pay docking fees again. Because we'll just moor our boat and cannon ourselves into our destination.
But then who's gonna? How will we get back to the boat though?
Well, that's a question for later.
That's true.
Don't worry, I can swim.
Okay, so to be clear, we have a consensus that we're taking the cannon.
Yes.
Yes.
The dragon goes, "Blood of adventure is not responsible for damages to yourself, others, or fees incurred by use of this weapon. Weapon will fire projectiles around the size of a standard cannonball or person.
Those are two very different sizes, my
You
friend.
can you guys can get in it, but you can't put an object larger than a cannonball in it, but you can put you in it.
We can put other people in it too, though, right, mate?
Sure.
Excellent.
I'm a little confused. I'm a lot bigger than a cannonball.
Yes.
So does
We've
it
noticed.
shrink me or does the cannon grow?
It's magic.
Right, that's actually a really good point.
Right,
Is it-
but does it shrink me with magic or does the cannon grow with magic?
You could get in the cannon and it will fire you out.
Oh, it's like one of those fourth dimension kind of dealies where, like the bag. You can get in the bag.
Okay. Wait.
we have a cannon of
we put-
holding?
If we put the bag
No.
in the cannon, and then the bag man comes out of the bag, well, in the
Just
cannon,
we
can we
shoot the
shoot the
bag
bag man? in a
Cannon
enemy?
man.
Just a cannon you fire once and an infinite amount of stuff just pours out of it forever.
Yeah, we're weaponizing Bagman. He's Cannon Man now.
We should
This
have
is
asked
great.
for a cannon of holding.
The cannon is installed.
Oh, great.
Which
Oh,
side?
good.
Which side do you want it on?
Right in the middle, so we can turn it 360 degrees.
Is it? Can it be swivel mounted?
Yeah, is it swivel mounted?
It's on like rollers right now, so you guys can move it.
Right, but can we rotate it?
If you want to swivel mount
No, I
it,
think it's bigger.
you'll have to do that.
It's a big. Those are smaller cannons, anyways. This is a proper cannon for proper people shooting.
Okay. In that
Okay.
case, do we want it to face starboard, port, aft, stern? Which way do we want it to face? Since we can't rotate it.
Assumedly
we
should have it
we
pointing
must-
forwards.
We need to honor Rutherford, and we'll have it pointed starboard.
Okay, so it's gonna be right.
But
Yeah,
you
it's
got
not
you
that
got
we
it's on wheels. You guys can wheel it and turn it around and move it to the other side. But
Can we
that's
Oh,
At
I thought
least-
you just told me we couldn't.
no,
It's
you
not-
We can't
can do
swivel
that.
it, but we can. It takes time. It's not
Right,
something
we can't
quick.
rotate it quickly. Which seems pretty fair.
Seems pretty fair.
What's the range on catapult?
The spell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, can we shoot a fork at something and then increase the speed of it with catapult?
I posted it to the chat. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
You just go right through somebody's skull.
So, it's nighttime. You guys are traveling north. Do you want to take a long rest now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I would
I'll
like
take
to.
first watch.
Peter will take second or whenever.
Okay. Let's have we'll say Hellyth's gonna do last watch since Hellyth stepped
Okay.
away. Meow, Billy.
I'll go third, right in the middle.
Okay. Let me
4.
let me have all of you give me a survival check.
Oh God.
Okay. Oh, Oh, I'm okay at this. in theory.
18 from Billy.
19.
Mine.
Okay. Survival check, please, Hellyth.
Survival check.
Sits.
This is gonna go poorly. Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay, all right. These are all very good survival checks. Now, presumably,
Are
since
they?
really
I
only
saw that.
2 of you, pretty good overall. Since only 2 of you are really people who know how to actually use the boat, how to actually steer, you are going to be, occasionally coming up and checking on people, but still counting as doing a long rest, kind of trading off, making sure people are, hey, just point it this way, gentle steering, kind of giving some lessons throughout the night. It is, you're on your shift, Hellyth. You're on watch. It's toward the end of the night, and you are looking out over the lake, the dark black waters, that weird oily liquid. You've got the moon overhead, or not the moon, the rocks of the rings, which you can see some light reflecting off of, as if the moon. Right, there's stars, so it's a pretty bright night, all things considered, and you are passing up the river and just looking out at all the kind of devastation that whatever this substance has caused. As you guys get further north and north, you can see that it spreads further and further away from the actual riverbanks. There's plants are turning like white and dead. You can see animals that have gotten caught in it and are just trapped in oily mounds alongside the banks. It's clear that this is very bad for the local environment, and the further up north you get, more of an issue it is. But you realize it's about time. You kind of yawn a little bit, and it occurs to you that, hey, you're going to get somebody to come take your spot for a second, see if you can get in one more little bit of shut-eye. And as you step away, you realize that you have left your spell book sitting on the side of the boat, on the railing. And as you turn back to look at it, right as you turn back, you see it tip over the side of the boat.
I'm gonna jump for it and probably miss.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Yeah, definitely not gonna go well.
Oh!
I
This is
push it
a
into the water.
Nat 1.
You just fall like flat on your face. Do you do like the little like leg kick up in the air to?
No, I think I go to grab it and like just shove it off the side of the boat.
So you do that, in fact, and as you shove it, you see that there's actually something holding it, and with that quick kind of motion, you shove it, and you see it sort of fly back just a little bit, and then get yanked down into the water. And there's a moment of silence, and you hear a thrumming, deep sound coming from under the boat. It sort of thunders through you, but it feels comforting. It's a presence that you felt before, that you know. And it's one of gratitude and encouragement. And then you wake up in your bunk and realize that you're being shaken awake by whoever went before you, because it's your turn.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna search for my spellbook.
It's not there in your stuff.
I'm gonna, I guess, head up on deck to see like where I had left it on the railing in my dream.
When you get up there, there's no one else up there, but there's a small puddle, and there is a different book covered in some barnacles and sort of sopping wet, sitting there. And you think in the darkness that for just a second you see some sort of tentacly, slithery thing slide back down off the boat and whip down back under the water.
I'll pick it up and then take it over to the helm so I can I guess, take my shift that I thought I'd already taken while I look over it.
Okay. You when you pick it up, you look at it and realize that like initially it's much smaller than your original spell book. This looks more like a fiction book, and you kind of wipe some of the muck and grime off of it, and can see that it says on here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Pick a number 1 through 8, or roll 1d8, whatever you prefer.
3.
The name of this book is Hot, Wet, Aladragor, and Beaks.
Hellyth smirks
And there's
starts reading it.
There's like a squid mouth on the front of it that's like has like a weird tongue coming out of it that's like wrapped around one of the letters on the book. And as you start reading and opening it, you realize that like all the chapter titles are different spells of yours that are in here.
What was the title of it again?
Hot, Wet, Aladragor, and Beaks.
Okay, I'm adding it to my character sheet
Sounds hot.
as labeled. I guess it weighs 3 pounds.
And the rest of the night passes uneventfully.
Well, I don't know about uneventful, but
Oh my.
In the morning, things go on. You guys continue doing your work of manning the ship and going downriver, keeping an eye out behind you for that other ship while keeping good pace. And it takes you a few days as you travel upstream to get to the lake. But before that, Osa, you go over the note that was left to you by the swamp gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a list of sentences, and you're not sure which of these sentences are important and which are not important, but they are all scrawled with the same intensity. It appears that at one point there was also like a grocery list on here, and you think that that may have gotten mixed up with some of the words.
Cool.
You're at the very top. It says they are looking for the artifact. You must keep it safe. And then there's a little picture of an owlbear. And then there is a bullet-pointed list of the following things, which you may want to write down. The first one says, in all caps and underlined multiple times, "Trust not the elves."
That seems a little racially charged.
Great. So he said, "Fuck those elves."
Yeah, specifically fuck elves.
Is elf capitalized? That's important.
Yes.
Okay.
The next one says, "On the 4th day of the 3rd light, look to the skies, for there will be clouds."
4th day, 3rd light, clouds.
Look to the north.
It says, "Look to the skies, for there will be clouds." Such sweet lemons in singing, but sadly be suspicious. The next line just says the word honk.
Oh, that must
Guys,
be
we're
Peter.
fucked. Our arch nemesis is a goose.
After that, it says doom is accompanied by the quiet one and the betrayer.
So you're telling me this list says the word suspicious and betrayer on it?
And honk.
Uh-huh.
And honk. Is this a giant Among Us joke?
No. That game did not make up the word suspicious.
I think it did.
It actually did. That's true.
I'm pretty sure this is some untitled goose game. I don't know what that game could be called, but I'm
We haven't
pretty sure.
we haven't gotten there yet. We're gonna get to that.
Wait, honk was it?
When
that?
choosing
Okay.
between two swords, choose the axe.
You're goddamn right.
The next line is beans, and then beans all caps with an exclamation point, and then in all caps it says they are a magical fruit.
Oh, that must be a part of the grocery list.
It does explain the honking.
And then it says in all caps and underlined honk.
Damn.
It's a lot of honking going on.
Everybody got
I don't know how
that?
to
We
make-
all good?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
Who wants to pin that in a Discord message?
Yeah, I wrote it down. I'll copy it in there later.
Okay.
You continue traveling. It takes a few days, but you are able to get rations and do some fishing, and are generally doing pretty well on your supplies. But at the further and further up you get, you are just encountering more and more of that black goop coming into the lake. When you finally arrive, you can see that out on the edges to the west and to the east, it kind of looks like that there's still some clear water out there on the edges, but there is a huge swath in the middle that is flowing into the river mouth that you are in, that is just this horrible oily black substance, and it has coated and gone for tens of feet off the riverbank.
When you say it's a goop, does that mean it's something that we can scoop out with our hands?
You could. You could scoop
Okay.
out water with your hands. But yeah, this is a little more viscous.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of looking out over the lake. Off in the distance, you can see that there are some flames where it looks like perhaps some of this goop has been lit on fire. And there's smoke covering a lot of the lake.
Smoke on the water?
It's above the water coming from the flames. And then you hear
Is there a fire in the sky?
off to the side. Damn it! Trying to set a mood here.
Sorry.
You hear a voice call out that says, "Oi! Hello there! Little help, please!" And looking over, you can see there is what appears to be a capsized ship, where there is a man standing on part of it, kind of holding on to the prow of it. The rest of it's underwater. And then there's another little bit that is separate from him, a couple of feet away, that is also poking up. And there is, standing on that is a what appears to be a wizard's staff, lying down on its side, kind of floating in the water. And then balanced on top of that, there is a goose with a knife in its mouth.
Is the man an elf?
The man appears to be a furbolg, which, if you've never seen in D&D, is kind of a furry looking kind of guy. You can FIRBOLG if you want to Google furbolg, and is standing there and says, "Oh, hello."
You're not one of those cultists, are you?
No. Little help here, please. I've been trying to escape, but that one has my staff.
The goose?
The goose.
That's a knife.
The goose has a knife, yes, but is standing on my staff.
Osa's gonna jump down and grab the staff.
Okay. You guys are gonna get the boat close. Are you gonna swim to it, or are you gonna get right on top of it?
far
Peter
we
would
are.
like you to shoot me at the goose. Oi! Shoot me at the goose.
Okay. Let's try it out. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Well, all right, but don't lose my staff, please.
Oh, no worries. I'm just gonna go murder a goose.
That's fine. It stabbed me several times.
Oh, that's great then. It deserves it.
The goose just looks at him and goes, "Honk!" and then looks at all of you and goes, "Honk, honk, honk!" and just sort of shakes the knife.
Oh yeah, you got
Did you,
that.
wait a minute. Wait. I'm gonna look at the wizard deep in his soul. Did you turn somebody into a fucking goose?
No! I can't do that.
Should I roll insight?
Yes.
I'm
When you're polymorphed, you lose intelligence, but Osa doesn't know that.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages.
That's a good call.
Okay.
I rolled a 21 insight.
He is telling the truth.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You cast comprehend languages. That is a goose, and it is honking.
Wait,
Yeah, we're
the
finally.
lady was very
How do we-
clear.
No, we really should have
You
like
know,
a
I'm
druid or
trusting
something.
Hootie.
Do we roll to hit with the cannon? How's it work?
Yeah, I would say this would be
Yeah.
it's a ranged weapon, so we're gonna go with dexterity. So,
Okay.
Peter, you climb on in there,
Can I
Okay.
fire the cannon?
and then yeah. Oh,
Can
so
I adjust my flight path?
no, the
flail.
person firing it can.
We need to make a
Okay.
wingsuit. Next. That's our next thing. Okay, so I'm just making a ranged attack.
How close are you guys to this?
10 feet away.
Great, I love it.
Scared
yeah.
aimed like right at him.
We're gonna come back with a mouthful of feathers, just covered
Is
in
it just-
goose.
20 plus my dex, or do I have proficiency?
You are not proficient in cannons, as far as I'm
How do you know?
aware.
Fair enough. Rolled a 16 to hit.
Yeah. Are you aiming straight at the goose?
I'm going to aim a little bit above the goose.
I mean, I'm gonna say you're close enough that if you aim a little bit above the goose, he's gonna go over the goose.
Oh, then I'm going to aim straight at the
You,
fucking goose.
you want to hit the goose with him?
Yeah, that's what Peter wanted.
Okay.
Yes.
I literally-
And that's what we're gonna
With
say at his
goose.
funeral. That's what Peter wanted.
Okay.
Nothing would have made Peter happier than to.
Death by goose.
Okay. How many feet away are you from the goose?
50.
I want it
Okay.
noted that Peter is holding his axe in his hands.
Of course. Absolutely.
Do you have like
Um,
your blade like straight forward, so like you just like, choo. Anything?
Sure. Yes, that.
Okay, the goose, seeing this suddenly a hobgoblin come blasting out at it, is going to make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
at disadvantage,
Uh-huh.
and got an 8.
Good.
You rolled very high to hit with a 16, and I'm gonna need both, Peter, I'm gonna need you to take, let's say, 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You said
Um,
take. Does that mean you're rolling it or am I rolling it?
You can roll it. Go ahead and take that, and then you crash through the goose, which explodes in a shower of feathers. You take 9 damage. As you not only crash the goose, but crash through like the debris of the ship that the goose was standing on. And the wizard staff goes flipping way up into the air.
Okay. Is the goose dead?
The goose is incredibly dead.
Perfect.
On.
Can I make an athletics check to try to catch the staff?
No, because you're like 15 feet underwater now.
That Peter was going to skip off the surface.
How far away is the staff?
50 feet.
How far up in the air is it?
All right.
Probably
Hey,
like 50 feet.
Shoot me 50 feet up in the air at the staff. I'll grab it.
You
I'm going to shoot.
do not have time to do that.
I'll just jump in the water and go grab the staff.
Okay, yeah, and you're quite a good swimmer, Hellyth, so I'm going to say that even if it starts to sink a little bit, you have no problem getting it.
It can go as deep as it wants, and I can still go get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you grab the staff. It is a long, just pretty unadorned stick of just very nice smooth wood. On top there is a single orb. And inside that like glass orb, you can see there's some sort of like murky, like light brown, dark brown substance moving around in there. And looking at it for a second, you think you see like it's moving. There's like liquid in there. You think you can see some like beans moving around in there?
This is in like an orb on top.
Yes.
Okay.
They are a magical fruit.
My God. It's all coming together now.
So what are you doing with the staff?
Wait a minute.
I'm
Wasn't
gonna
beans
swim
on the
back
list?
to the boat.
Yeah, beans. They're a magical fruit. This wizard uses beans to harness magic.
Right.
What?
I guess
Oh, have you heard of me?
Have I heard of this magical bean wizard?
Give me a history check.
All right.
For this foreseeable future, Peter
4.
is too.
Absolutely not.
19.
Oh, so you've heard of the Bean Wizard? Oh my God, Hellyth knows all about the Bean Wizard. It's the nat 20. Yes, you have heard. This is Melran the Furbolg, formerly of the Tower Forest. From what you understand, is he was expelled for being a poor student, but assured people that he had actually discovered new magic that was more exciting than their silly fireballs. But you hadn't heard what happened to him after he left the Tower Forest. Says, oh, that's, can you bring that back to me, please? Or take me aboard? I don't want to be out here in all this muck.
He's just a bad student? That's like the worst I've heard of him? Right?
Yeah, he's not like an evil wizard or anything, no.
He's a pretty cool guy. I was just like, do you have any drugs with you?
What? Are you a cop?
No. I'm getting better at this. I turn directly around and go, I'm getting good at this.
No. Unfortunately.
That's fine. Come on.
Okay,
Right?
great.
Are we cool with him coming on board? Sorry.
Sure.
Also, you have to tell him legally, if you're a cop,
You have to tell him.
you have to tell him.
He needs to also tell us if he's a cop.
I love
or
that this is the most
cultist.
lucid sentence that Meow's ever said.
It was drilled into Meow's head.
All right, so everybody gets on board. He climbs up there and says, "Well, thank you so much for that assistance. That goose was really getting my gander, if you know what I mean. Thank you. My staff, please." And holds out his hands.
I'll hand it over.
How come you didn't
Wonderful.
just murder
Thank
the
you.
goose with your magic ways?
Well, the ship crashed, and by the time I woke up, the goose was standing on my staff, and I need my staff to cast magic things. It's my focus, you see.
What?
Are you a magic person? The name's
Some call me a
Melran, by
magic
the way.
man.
We know.
Oh, you've heard of me. Lovely. And you are?
Honk.
We're the Billy Brews crews.
No,
Oh,
no.
right. It did say that on the side of the ship.
Ignore that.
Don't ignore that. That's our whole thing.
Yes, wonderful. Well, if you'll get me passage to the Green Keep, I will be glad to help you get through all of this fire and smoke.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Well, someone, there was a little bit, people are angry. Food supplies have been a little short, what with all the river and the water being a problem. And so there was a little bit of a conflict, and something happened, and fire. But people have been hiring me to use my magic to help put out the fire, to kind of get some ships through here and there. But the last one, the captain, I heard him scream. And then we ran ashore, and then I woke up here.
On the capsized ship, the small one, with the goose.
Yes.
Where did the goose come from exactly?
I don't know.
Good God. Geese? There can be any number of them.
Coming out your ears.
That one seemed very mad.
I don't think I've ever seen a goose wield a knife like that before.
Neither have I. And he like holds up his arm, and he's just got like 20 different little short stab wounds in there. And he's like, "You see this? All the goose."
Damn.
That's
Well, you're safe now, maybe.
Wonderful. Well,
kind of.
shall we then on to the Green Keep?
That is
I'm-
where we were headed.
Wait, hold on. But like, how much? We can't just. There is a boarding fee. You understand? Yeah. Like,
No,
to come onto the
I'm
boat.
providing a service.
And also money.
I can pay you in beans.
I need gold.
You
How-
can sell the beans for gold.
You don't sound very confident in that.
Billy?
How many
Billy?
beans?
How many beans would you like?
How many beans do you have?
Well, it takes about a day and a half to sail across here, and I will need to rest a little. But then I can give you a few showers of beans.
What's a shower of beans? What's the volume of a shower of beans?
I haven't been able to look. I was studying magic at the Tower Forest, and they kicked me out because I couldn't cast Firebolt.
Then how the
But
hell are you
you-
getting us through that wall of fire over there?
Well, you see, Firebolt wouldn't help you get through fire.
Right, but if you can't even cast Firebolt, what are you gonna do?
I can cast bean-related magic. You see, a lot of wizards pull into the realm of fire, and they pull out a little bit of fire, and then they throw it at their opponent or enemy or object. I made a mistake at some point in my conjurations, and I've been unable to get into the fire realm, but I do seem to reach into a realm of beans. And sometimes,
What kind of beans?
when I try and cast Firebolt, it's just a grab bag of just little hard beans.
Okay, we talking like kidney beans?
There's like kidney and lima and black beans and pinto and then I throw them, and like, I don't know if anyone's ever thrown a handful of beans at you, sir, but it doesn't hurt very much.
No, I can't imagine it does.
Now,
Guys, we need the beans.
I
We have
can
to have the beans.
cause it to rain baked beans,
Oh,
which let me tell you, does wonders for putting out a fire on the water.
can you make it rain pork and beans?
I have not been able to do that.
All right, we
I'm
need
strictly
the dry
vegetarian,
beans.
sir.
Oh, I respect that.
We need the dry beans.
Well,
the
I mean,
last words of Hootie, the druid owlbear, some of his last words were specifically that beans were a magical fruit. We have to respect Hootie's last words.
Well, I do think that beans can be magical.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I have to say.
Being that you're a bean wizard and you summon beans from a plane, a magical
Now,
plane.
my
of beans,
bean,
yeah,
I am magical.
right?
The beans that I summon are not necessarily magical.
Not necessarily. But we have a prophecy what says beans are magic.
Well,
So
I
we
don't
will
know about no
absolutely
prophecy,
take
sir,
beans.
but I'll be happy.
You don't have to. That's fine. You don't have to know about a prophecy to be part of the prophecy.
There we go. And what was your name, sir?
Me? Oh, I'm Peter Honorscream. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Melrin the Furbolg.
Ah, good to meet you, Melvin.
Melrin.
Milrin, sorry. Thought of a faraway city and a faraway land, my bad.
Very good. Well, shall we be off?
How'd your boat get capsized?
I told you, I was downstairs practicing my bean magic.
Oh, you did.
The
I'm
captain
sorry.
yelled.
I
you're
was
wait,
celebrating.
I just want to make sure. Were you flicking your bean or?
No, I was trying to learn new bean magic.
Okay.
We all are, sir. Every one of us desperately wants to know bean magic.
All right, let's go.
Do you have any wizards?
We have
Oh.
No, but we've got a sorcerer,
I think we have a warlock.
a warlock, whatever.
Well, I don't. I'm not. Are you? Would you like to learn any bean magic? I don't know much about warlockness. And...
I guess
sir. I'm pretty sure Hellyth would love to learn some bean magic.
I'm quite capable with my own bean. Thank you very much.
I don't understand what's happening. Let's go.
Right, Billy goes up and
Oh Lord.
steers the
Hey.
boat off whatever we moored it onto.
You're the one who set us up with a bean wizard.
Should have thought better of it.
Anyways. Well, I can't get money, but we might as well get. Yeah, I mean, you used all of our food preserves on me in the 4 years, so yeah, we need to. Beans will keep for a while.
4
we
years.
Yeah,
You didn't use preserves on you, Billy.
I've just
You were-
I've
you were
I
dead.
just woke up. What?
Yeah, that might you consumed no reserves.
I consumed. What? I thought you used all of them on me.
No, we used the spell preserve food and water to keep you preserved, to keep you preserved.
Oh,
You were the preserves.
Oh,
I
That's
don't
more
think it
disturbing,
works like
honestly.
that, sir.
Oh, it does.
No,
Trust us.
bean
It's been 4
wizard.
years.
As a student of the Tower Forest,
I
failed student.
I gently nudge him with my elbow and say, "Just go along with it."
just give me a. He says, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah."
anyways, the world's
Also-
changed a lot in the last 4 years. It looks like the muck's gotten much worse.
Oh,
yes,
it has.
very
It
much
really
so.
has, Billy.
No, that's true.
Also, nobody remembers who you are, so you don't have to be worried about us using your name
Oh.
anymore.
Wait, you said
Really?
he's Billy. It says it on the ship.
Right, I know
Yeah,
it does.
he
And that's
gets
great.
he gets weird about everyone knowing what his name is. He won't tell us why.
Well, my name's Melrin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melvin,
Hi,
good to
Mallory.
meet you.
Hello. You're a bird person.
On.
That's tremendous. I haven't met one of you before.
You just met a goose.
That's just a goose.
They used a knife, sir. I'm pretty sure that makes them a person,
We're not anymore. You're covered in bits of them now.
right?
Oh, it was my
Because I
cousin.
killed the goose.
Oh,
person.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Haunt.
So what brings you to the lake?
Oh, we're fixing the
Tourism.
black muck.
You're gonna
Oh.
fix it.
Did you say prison?
I said tourism.
Oh, I thought you said prison. My bad, mate.
Are you expecting to go to prison?
Oh,
No,
no. We've
no.
never done anything illegal in our lives.
Other than lots of murder, but
That was all legal murder. That's why we
Was.
got points for it.
that's true.
I,
A lot of legal murder on this crew.
you know, sirs, I'm not sure I want to ask about the points for murder thing. So so you're heading to the Green Keep, though. That's kind of the objective. You seem
Yeah.
like a fun crew. Do you have any room for a bean wizard in your adventuring party?
Yes.
Oh, of course we did.
Wonderful.
Hang out, yeah.
As long as you don't do anything dumb, you don't get, legal murdered. It's fine.
Sir,
Wait. it
my
occurs to us-
name is Melrin the Furbolg, and I've never done a dumb thing in my life except maybe enroll in that Tower Forest, sir, because they wouldn't respect my bean magic. But if you'll respect my bean magic, I'll be with you through thick and thin.
Oh, don't worry, Melrin. I assure you, they do not kill people for being dumb. Or I should know.
Excellent. Well, who's steering this thing?
I've already gone up and started.
So yeah, Melran goes to the front of the boat and just kind of directs you. And when you guys get close to fire, he casts a spell which, in a 120-foot radius, causes baked beans to rain down, which makes it difficult terrain in the area that you are standing in. It makes the whole top of the boat sticky and gross because it's covered in sugary baked beans. But it does seem to be doing a remarkable job of smothering the flames.
How are the beans? I'm gonna
Are you
eat
eating
some.
some?
They're
Off the deck?
they're like kind of cold.
Are
Hey,
they
well,
good?
They're decent, yeah.
No.
while the beans are raining down, I would like to use my magic sensibility to find out if the beans themselves are magic or if it's just a spell causing the beans to be here.
Well, when you reach into the fire dimension and you pull out a fireball, is that a magical fire?
Yes. It
Yeah.
explodes.
Okay,
That's because it's like a hyper compressed, like it's a little thing of fire that's this big, and then it hits and it blows up, but it's just fire.
So I sense magic spells and magic items. Are these beans magic items?
Are
These
there
beans-
millions of magical items on the
These
ground
beans
right now?
do not count as magical items.
Okay.
They are mundane beans from the bean dimension.
Mung beans.
Okay.
There's prop.
Okay, these
are
are-
mung beans? Sure.
Hey,
No idea.
Millerin,
Yes.
could you maybe summon a couple of dry beans for me real quick?
He says, "Well, right now, sir, we've got all the beans raining down, and so it's gonna
No,
be
These are baked beans. I was wondering
yes.
if you could.
Well,
like,
I have to
uncook.
throw them.
I don't see the problem.
Do you have a jar or something I can put them in?"
Just throw 'em
Oh,
on
you
the deck.
have to throw the
Bag
bag
of holding.
He
Landing
has to
it is
cast
right.
firebolt, but beans come out instead.
So you can only spray your beans if you have something to spray them into.
Or at.
I can just, but they'll get all soggy.
Oh, okay.
Soggy beans,
May I
man.
borrow
That
the
sounds
bag of
gross.
holding for a minute?
Who has the bag of holding? I don't know.
Okay. Osa said
in the
yes, so I assume
cannon.
I can. I'm just gonna spread the bag
Wait,
of holding.
are we keel hauling the bag of holding because we're worried about the bag man?
Oh no, we figured that out 4 years ago.
Oh,
He-
okay.
He pops out of the bag. He lovingly caresses you, and then he goes away. It's not a problem.
Every night?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I'll just like spread wide the bag of holding for him and be like, "All right, blast it with beans."
You guys get to like at this point you're like surrounded on most sides by like smoke and flame, but the rain of beans is keeping the smoke and the fire away from your boat. And so he does like in between casts, he takes 1 second to turn and he mutters some words and just blasts his hand into the bag. And you hear this sort of like noise. And he goes, "Oh, that might not. I'm sorry, sir. That might not have worked as well as it normally does. But I have to get back to this, or we're all going to burn to death." And he
Yep,
starts
you got it.
casting the bean spell again.
I dump out the beans for the bag. What did he do?
Are you just doing that on the deck?
I sure am.
It's raining baked beans.
I mean, Peter assumes he can tell the difference between a baked bean and a raw bean.
It's just gonna get in the sauce. That's what I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fine. I can.
But
wash
yeah,
them off.
okay, so yeah, you dump this out, and just this weird, stringy slop of beans comes out.
Are they fresh then?
It appears that he made a bunch of natto come out,
Cool.
which
You
is
fermented beans?
yeah, fermented soybeans.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This guy's a badass. What the fuck? We can sell that for money.
We can convince someone to eat it around here.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to get some raw beans from him later.
It's different every time, sir.
Oh, no worries. Also, you don't have to call me sir. I was
Oh,
never
it's-
in the military.
Just a habit.
Oh,
Isn't
all right.
I don't know if Osa would know this. Isn't control flames like a fucking cantrip? Like to control natural flames like away from the boat?
Yes, but Control Flames is not going to have like. It's like a 5-foot cube.
That's
Yeah.
5 foot cube is a lot.
Yeah, like you can extinguish flame within a 5-foot cube, but this is like an oil fire. Like
Okay.
you could do that, and then it's immediately gonna come back. This is actually like smothering it in enough of an area, but like you are seeing like the boat, like there's slop and oil and beans stuck to the side of the boat. You're gonna need some heavy cleaning after this. But after like a couple of hours of going through here, you do make it to the other side of
Did
the
we ever figure out
flames.
why it's on fire?
He told you that there was a like scuffle of some people who wanted food and stuff, and they got into a fight with some other people, and that's something happened.
Oh, okay.
And now everything's on fire.
But as you
everything is
emerge
deep.
through the smoke and the flames, you can see off in the distance the city of the Green Keep out in front of you. It is the largest city any of you have ever seen. It's like a huge, bustling metropolis, tons of ships. Normally, some of you might have passed through here or been through here before, and normally you might have seen a lot more traffic, a lot more moving, but right now the docks and shipyards are pretty still because the riverways and the waterways are totally messed up with all of the black gunk coming through. But there is this massive sprawling city. There are these huge walls that go around it. You can see some poorer settlements on the outside of those walls, and various farms and stuff off into the distance. And the big crown jewel of the Green Keep, sitting in another walled area within the city, is a forest that is meticulously carved and kept up in this like perfect square. And sitting on top of the canopy of the forest is the Green Keep itself, which is where the ruler of the Green Keep lives. And to get there, you have to climb a big staircase that leads you up above the canopy of the trees and takes you into the castle.
That's
Right.
a
Well,
lot.
I say this every time we pull up to a port, but we need to make some money, lads. Our coffers are looking real low.
Didn't it? Yeah.
Bean
okay.
Wizard, can you make us some money?
I can sell enough beans to make us some food.
Why wouldn't we just
Couldn't
eat the
we
beans
just-
at that point?
Yeah.
Well,
that.
look, have you ever only eaten beans for 2 weeks straight?
No.
Ow.
No.
I do not recommend it. You can do it,
Anyway,
but you don't want to do it.
I have this vase from the manor in Midway we could go sell.
Well, I was thinking maybe we can find some quick work, make a quick, some quick coin. We need to get on our feet here a little bit before we really push in. I mean, I know time is also a thing with that galleon chasing us. Hopefully that those oil fires will keep them out for a bit.
Hopefully.
You're being chased.
Yeah.
Oh, by who?
Oh,
By what?
well,
You
he
seem
got
like
away.
some fine people.
Cultists.
Second giant galleon in 4 years, believe it or not.
For what?
It's truly shocking.
What do they think you did?
Oh, they're
Um,
mad because we interrupted them summon a demon.
Oh, well, that's good.
Right? Oh, I thought so.
I do think the less you know about our situation, probably the better.
Well, if I'm going to be adventuring with you, I'll tell you all about my situation.
Wait a minute. Let me see your arms.
Oh, I showed you already. They're full of goose cuts.
Yes, and I like going like over meticulously, like pulling the sleeves all the way up, looking for any like of the cultist symbols we've seen before.
Yeah, he's wearing like, by the way, like overalls and a shirt, and he just like pulls his short sleeves up and is like, look.
All right,
Just goose
do I
cuts.
need to do like an investigation check or anything like that?
No, he clearly does not have the tattoos, and
right.
was very honest when he said he's not in a cult.
You check out right now, Melran, but I'm watching you.
Well, thank you, sir. It's always good to have someone have your back.
And I mean, like, he's big, so I scurried up and like on him. I was like clinging on him, looking at his arms and stuff.
He just like sets you down gently.
All right. Anyways, we should try to go make some money. We can maybe put on some performances. Maybe we can take some quick jobs. Anything like that. Just to like get our coffers filled up again. Like those costumes costed a lot of money.
Yeah, indeed they did.
You say costumes, but those were professional suits we had made.
That's okay. That's true. And honestly, I'd still wear it if I could also have my armor on.
Why can't you?
Because he made it too tight in the crotch.
No, you put the armor on over it.
What?
You
That
put
ruins the
suit
entire
on.
aesthetic.
Well, then paint the armor to match.
It will look bulky. It won't look right.
We do have an image here of the Green Keep, if you are interested.
see that. It looks like it's split into districts.
It is. We've got the Green Keep itself in that area. We've got the West Branch, the East Branch, the Trunk, the Bows, the Grouse Pin, and the Docks. And so I assume you guys are going to head on up and get docked?
No, we got the
don't
cannon.
have to. Yeah,
also
we
see
can
that-
launch ourselves into the city.
Several of our cameras broke on this. That's fun. Let me,
Uh-oh.
Do what now?
Peter, do you
Yes.
think I could shoot you all the way up to the Green Keep from here?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I'm down for it. We can definitely try.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
you do know that that's a bad idea.
But
Can't
Peter's in
really.
the game.
Have we ever been
Well,
here
they're-
before?
While they're trying to figure out if they can launch themselves into the city, I'm just gonna pull the boat up to the docks.
No, I don't want to launch him to the city. I want to launch him to the castle on top of the city.
Which I'm sure we can do from the docks.
It's true. We might have to put the
Yeah.
cannon up. Like, I don't think it's gonna angle right, but we can. Like, I'm over there also trying to help. Like, yeah, like if we can like just like tilt it up a little bit farther.
As you guys are getting closer, you're seeing like defenders and archers and stuff just kind of like eyeing you guys, fiddling with the cannon.
The guards are watching us point a cannon at the castle.
I think Peter's
We
just
keep,
gonna.
we keep pointing and stuff at the castle.
I think Peter's gonna wave at the guards and climb into the cannon. Speaking of, when I climb into the cannon, do I get smaller or does the cannon get bigger?
You climb into the cannon.
Yes. Did the cannon get larger so I can fit, or did
It's
it get
bigger on the inside.
smaller
You
so I
are
can-
in the cannon now.
It's bigger. It's bigger on the
Yes,
inside.
I understand. I'm in the cannon.
The question is, are we firing
Truly.
cannonballs that are the size of Peter, or is Peter shrinking down to the size of the cannon?
If you fire a cannonball out of it, it's a normal sized cannonball.
Okay. When I climb into the
hmm.
cannon, what does the rest of the crew see?
They see you get into the cannon.
It's one leg after another.
Just slip on into it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
going to stick with
sure.
the cannon of holding.
Okay, so I'm in the cannon. Are we,
Yes.
are we launching me, or am I getting out of the cannon?
Like I'm gonna say,
I'll
Osa,
pull
like
the trigger.
Honestly, Osa, looking, there's a lot of guards here.
I think
and
Meow
they will
just.
get
Yeah,
all
Meow
of
pulls the
us.
trigger.
I'm pretty sure Meow just fired me, guys.
Yeah, sounds like Meow fired him.
Did you fire him?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So we're also going to be, assuming we all live through this, we'll also
Not
be
your
having
plot.
to bust Peter out of jail now. So, assuming he lives
Or
too.
scrape him off the sidewalk.
He gets money in jail. We get money out of jail.
Generally, we have to hire some professionals to help us get him out of jail.
Okay.
Some loose.
How far away are you guys from the
I
docks?
think we're like at the dock. I think
We're
we're
at the
basically
dock.
at the
You
dock.
you
like-
like pulled up and like people were coming up to like tie you off and like put a ramp down so, and
yeah,
and
we were
then
talking
and then
about
the
the
cannon fired.
Yeah. And I shout a glorious war scream.
And on that note, break.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. And we'll be back as we figure out how much fall damage Peter's about to take.
Not a lot. You'll be fine.
Hey, can I rage while I'm in the air?
Absolutely. You have to rage 1 second before you hit the ground. That's how it works.
We'll be back in a minute.
50 feet.
Okay,
Okay.
so
That's
it's
how it goes. That's how it goes.
it's a magical cannon. And so you've launched straight up. I'm gonna say, based on our map here, you're trying to land in the walls of the keep itself, right?
Yeah,
Is that where you aim for me?
we determined it's like 150 feet up, so we're just angling you, so you just land perfectly. Like you'll hit that perfect, like your
Who-
velocity is gonna stop, and
Who
you're about
fired
to stall.
it?
Meow.
Meow.
While
And
we
who-
were
Yeah.
arguing about
On-
maybe we shouldn't do this.
Who aimed it?
Me and Billy.
Okay, so
That's true.
I want the people who aimed it to. Well, I'll let you guys decide. One of you gives the help action, and one
Right.
of you rolls me an attack roll with dexterity.
What's your dex score, Billy?
Well,
Higher
I'm
than
not-
mine.
You know, I don't want to get into the numbers, but I feel Billy would probably take the reins on aiming a cannon. So
I'll take the help action.
I'll ask you
Okay.
to do a dex thing.
Okay,
All right.
let me have your attack roll to see.
as a pirate, do I have any proficiency in cannoning?
Do you?
Weren't you the quartermaster?
Shut
Wasn't that your whole shtick?
I like how we didn't say like hi to the streamers or anything. We just immediately jumped into it.
It's been a
Immediately
lot of
jumped
arguing.
into. Okay,
You guys
so
have been
how is
talking
this-
about it before I came back.
All right, so I'm just gonna hit the dex button, and I rolled with advantage, right?
Uh
Great, a 14.
huh. All right. So you're on track, Peter,
Okay.
as you're flying through the air. You soar about 150 feet up in an arc,
Right.
and you can
Am I-
see laid out before you is the town of Greenkeep. The keep itself on that huge forest. There's like an acre of forest underneath
Okay.
it.
Right.
And in the, you can see the trees tightly packed. You can't see in there. You're getting a really good view that very few people have ever had here. And then you start falling. Now, Peter, with your very limited amount of momentum here, of how you can kind of steer yourself,
Sure.
is your axe drawn, first of all?
No, of course not. This isn't
Okay.
This
to
isn't
attack.
murder.
It's
This
just
isn't
for
murder.
fun.
Finding mission.
Are
would
you
like-
trying to land in the trees, on the castle, on the wall, trying to hit the wall? What do you want to do?
Oh, I definitely want to get in that castle. I think that would be great. I would
Okay.
also like to enter a revelry because this is the most fun Peter has ever had.
Now I'm going to say the castle. It's so you're coming from the sea level,
Right.
and then having to go up onto regular land,
Right.
and then having to go up again because the keep itself is situated just a little higher than everything
Yes.
else. Then up above the tree canopy. And that's where the floor of the keep starts, on top of the
Sure.
trees, remember?
Yep.
And then even further. And also, just like to describe, the keep itself is like crafted out of stone and wood. Like wood is growing up out of the trees, and stone blocks have been placed here, and roots have been grown around it. And so it's this really cool looking castle made of wood and stone that's part of the trees. And there's banners flying that are all green, and there's guardsmen all looking over at you and staring at you. And so I would like you to roll for me a acrobatics to see if you can land on the keep.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about. Okay. So I got a 12.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm going to say you made it over the wall. And then I'm going to roll a d20 here. And I'm going to say if you get higher than a 15,
Oh, this is a box of Doom roll?
this is a kind we don't have
I mean,
that,
this is a
but
Doom box. A Doom box roll. It's different.
I'm going to roll a d20. If you get a 15 or higher, you land in the castle.
Right.
If you get a 5 or lower, you land in the trees.
Sure.
And if it's between 6 and 14, you hit the wall of the castle.
Okay. I like all of these options. I don't see how I lose.
That's a 3.
Nice.
So Peter flies up in the air. People are soaring. You can hear, people yelling, and you see some guards pointing. You see like one wizard like hastily like grabbing his robes and coming out and trying to cast a spell, but he can't get a bead on you as you just go sailing down toward the tree canopy. Now, you want to try and time it so you go into a revelry before you hit the ground?
Yeah. So all right. So a
Are you
round
just
lasts for
reveling
6
anyways?
seconds.
Yeah.
A round lasts for 6 seconds. So
Uh-huh.
I assume I launch out of the realize how high I am. I fucking revel in the moment. I enter my revelry and then I hit whatever I hit.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can time this correctly.
Would I be in the air for more than 6 seconds? Well, that's
We shot
17.
You're
we shot you
fine.
at a like we shot you at like an 80% or an 80-degree angle. So yeah.
Okay.
Like we
So-
got the cannon
so
played,
yeah.
like, focused in a way that it should not be.
And I'm going to say that in addition to slamming into trees and cutting and going through trees and falling at this point probably about 100 feet, that we're going to need you to roll 10d6 for the damage
Okay.
you are going to take.
Sure. This will be bludgeoning damage, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. So I get to cut that in half.
Yep.
But we'll see
You
how
do
much it is.
from your revelry. And also you need to check your wild magic revelry table.
Oh yeah. Let's do
So
that.
if you
first.
turn into like a potted plant or something, that'd be bad.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what sort of
Okay,
damage does a
so-
potted plant take from falling?
I got a 4 for that.
Probably a
Which
lot. Pots break
is-
very
It takes
easily.
1d6 for every 10 feet. So it's not 100-foot trees for people asking in the chat. It is that the cannon launched him 150 feet into the air, but
Okay, so-
uphill, and so he only is falling about 100 feet.
Okay, so my axe deals force magic and has the thrown property now.
Great. The trees will hate
I'd like
it.
to think that my axe is glowing. And then 10d6.
So from people on the wall's perspective, wow, it's a
Okay,
lot of
so
ones.
27.
That's not bad. 27.
So half of 27, rounded up.
14.
Yep, so I
So
take 14 damage.
14.
That's not
And
bad
how
at
much
all.
health do you have maximum?
56.
Yeah. You just land like,
Like a
I
damn.
could do this all day.
oh no, we didn't make it.
So so from the perspective of it's early-ish in the morning, there's a guard standing there who has just relieved his friend who is coming up on guard duty and is peering out, takes a nice whiff of the air, kind of crinkles his nose a little bit of the smoke, and then hears a cannon shot and turns and is like, "Oh no. Are we under attack? Are the rebels back?" And he just looks over and just sees a hobgoblin zip up above the wall and fly up in the air. And he goes,
Howling
"Alert!
with laughter,
Alert!
by the
Alert!
way.
Alert!" A wizard runs up in a big green robe and goes, "Oh shit!" and pulls his spell book out and starts flipping pages. And then you just like scream and burst to light with a glowing axe, and then fall short and just bam into the trees.
Screaming with laughter the whole time.
Just.
Well, I think he enjoyed that.
There are now a lot of guards coming toward the boat. We'll come back to where you are, Peter.
Sure.
As soon as the cannon is fired, Osa turns and just looks at Meow like, what the fuck?
Peter won. Peter happy. Meow
Oh,
happy.
Peter, very happy.
Right. I guess I'll go talk to the guards.
There's a lot of shouting now. Just here's someone yell,
Face
"You
palming.
in the boat! Come out! Hands up!"
Yeah, no, I will. I'll put our dock down, like whatever we have for boarding, and I will valiantly stroll down. And say, now, lads.
There are like
Never-
20 people with spears and lances, and there's one guy with a musket pointed at you.
Yeah.
Peter or Billy, give me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah. Perception, you say, the thing I am best at.
I've always
I
said
can-
that he's very perceptive.
19, actually, pretty good this time.
Nice.
That's pretty
Good
good.
shit.
Billy, as soon as you like open up, you put the little ramp down, you kind of open the door and stroll down. You survey all the guards in front of you, and you can see there's like dock workers and stuff. It's emptier than it might have been because the docks are running slower because of all the pollution and stuff. But you can see down at the end of the docks a guy wearing darker clothing, kind of sitting up against a building, was peering at you and sort of makes eye contact, looks away, and then sprints off into the city.
Take care of this, Osa, and I just like jump off, I leap off, and like try to go chase him down.
Leap off onto the dock.
Yeah, like I'm gonna like jump like as far as I can, and
you will land between heavily armored guards.
That's probably fine.
Did any of the rest of it like? Did you point at him or anything, or like, are you just like jumping?
No, I told you to take care of it. I'm gonna chase this guy down.
So, are you telling us that you're gonna go try and chase this guy down?
No, I don't think I said that. I said I gotta go take care of this. You take care of this.
Okay.
Multiple people try and grapple you, Billy.
Yeah, I'm going to disengage with all of them and go.
I think disengage only works on one target.
Would you like me to use all of my actions to disengage?
It doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. But this is not an opportunity attack.
Grapple is a replacement of an attack.
Yeah. Are we entering combat mode for this? Also, can I roll my acrobatics to see how far I jump?
We should have just shot you out of the cannon at the guy.
I'm not quite as good at surviving the damage.
I guess having seen him.
What's your strength score, Billy?
My strength, 12.
And how tall are you?
I am 3 foot 5 inches tall.
You can jump about 6 feet.
That's not very far.
No, it's not. There are a lot of people in between you, and like you can jump down the ramp and kind of to the side, which definitely throws them off. And you can get past the first like couple of guards, but there's still like 10 more.
I guess with Billy having done this, do we see the person he's trying to chase after?
Give me a perception check.
Cool. 22?
Yeah, anyways, I think I can outrun these guys, so...
Here we go. I'm going to say that the way this works, there are obstacles in the way, and you are landing in difficult terrain because you're having to pass around people, let's say. So
I am small.
Sure. How about you give me a acrobatics check to see if you land prone around the difficult terrain of all these people.
Okay. That would be a 22.
Billy... like a little greased baby just zips straight through. Like somebody actually like grabs you, and then you just go like you do a little pirouette and just slip right out. And
I do like a little like this, like tap my tat.
Still covered in baked bean juice.
yeah. And they're just like, oh, what? And Hellyth, no, you don't see it, but Osa, you do. You did see that person sprint away.
Huh. Do the guards seem mostly distracted by Billy now?
There's like a couple, like there's a guard captain there who seems to very much have his head on his shoulders, and directs a couple of people to chase Billy, and turns back to the rest of you and says, "No more shenanigans! Hands up!"
This is an important question, genuinely. How many of us are still in our clown clothes?
I don't think. Oh my god!
I mean, Hellyth is not.
Meow is.
I think Osa is because they're the nicest clothes he owns.
You damn right they are.
So I'm dressed up like a clown. Meow's dressed up like a clown. Was Peter dressed up like a clown?
Yes, absolutely.
So
They're his most professional clothes at this point.
I'm going to put my hands up and I'm going to say, "Did you enjoy the show?"
I'm going to need a persuasion check at disadvantage.
What? But we're wearing costumes.
You can add +2 for the costume.
Oh, this is going to be terrible.
From all of us, or just?
Oh yeah.
Osa?
Just Osa.
You know,
If somebody would like to give Osa the help action, it doesn't matter. He rolled
I
a
will-
6.
If I get the help action, I get advantage, right?
But you have disadvantage, so it would just mean you roll once instead of twice.
Yeah.
The guard captain says, "No, absolutely not. Everyone with me." And sends guards up to kind of corral everybody and lead you all off the boat.
Cool.
Okay,
Hey
so
guys, we get a free introduction to the castle.
so the three of you go. Billy, you are now chasing a person through the streets.
yeah.
What are you trying to? Are you trying to catch? If you catch him, what is the plan?
I'm trying to catch him because I can run 90 feet a turn. So
You're definitely catching up. I would say you've rolled very well here. You are sprinting through the streets. You are gaining on this person. Like he turns around and looks, like hearing you, and then sees you, and you see his eyes get wide, and he knocks over like a cart, and keeps running. But you are very agile and have no problem just hopping over that. And you get to the point where he turns down an alley and runs. And when you come to the alley and turn, you don't see him.
okay. Can I do a quick investigation check to see what I might think happened?
Would you like to do perception or investigation? Perception's quicker, but
Perception, yeah.
yeah, go for it.
It's all the same to Billy. 6.
You have no idea. This guy vanished.
All right. I'll pull out my sending stone then and say, sorry, lads. Strange man saw me and bolted. Had to chase. Lost him.
Okay.
Billy, you hear the sound of guards coming.
Ugh. Gotta go. At the end of it. I'm gonna run down that same alley though and see if I can find a place to lie low a little bit here.
Sure.
And get away from him.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Something I'm not very good at. I got an 18.
Well, the guards rolled a 2. So you are able to, you hear one of them go, "He's just vanished." And they kind of start muttering to themselves.
I literally am like in a
Must have
potted
been the
plant and like I ripped it out and I put it on my head and I'm just like sitting there like looking.
It's just like by a dumpster.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the three of you get kind of led off the ship down onto the dock. The guard captain comes up and says, "All right, would anyone like to explain to me what the hell is going on here?"
We fired our buddy out of a cannon.
Why in the hell would you do that?
It was funny.
He has what's the word I'm looking for? Adrenaline addiction issues.
What that? You know you're in a city with a military and a navy, and there are rules about when you are allowed to fire a cannon off.
Show me.
Yeah, but it
Show
wasn't
me the
loaded.
rule. Show me the rule.
What do you mean it wasn't
I can't
loaded? There was a
fire.
person in it.
There was no shot in the cannon.
There was a shot in the cannon. It was a hobgoblin.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this town considered hobgoblins like the ship-to-ship weapons.
Anything you fire out of a cannon
But
is
what
a
if
weapon.
the hobgoblin shrinks
What?
or the cannon grows?
Damn. Meow when dealing with cops is fucking badass.
Look. One of my men told me it looked like that guy just got into the cannon.
Yes, he climbs into the cannon, and then we shoot it.
Okay, here's the problem. You're not supposed to shoot it. What is your business here? Why are you in this town?
Running away.
What are you running away
we're-
from?
Cultists.
Are you fugitives?
We're running away from cultists.
We seem to have accidentally angered a group of very angry, very determined cultists.
What's the name of the cult?
I don't know. The most recent group was specifically worshiping Malzid,
What's a Malzid?
the
demon.
devil we
Devil.
killed.
Okay, well, why are you running away from them if you killed the devil?
Because there's more.
Devils? There's always more devils. That doesn't give you an
There's
excuse to
also more
fire a
cultists.
cannon in a city.
Oh no, the running from cultists have nothing to do with firing the cannon. The firing the cannon was just because that dude has some issues.
Recon.
Okay.
Why are we still talking about the cannon? We've already settled why we fired the cannon.
How do you see this playing out? What did you think would happen if you fired off a cannon in a
You want me to level with you?
public area?
I mean, to be clear, I was not
Okay.
intending to fire the cannon.
To be clear, I was also not intending to fire the cannon. We were about to think better, and then through a series of very quick events, we didn't think better.
Have
The
you ever
cannon
been in a
fire was
party and everyone decides to do something and you know it's a bad idea, but everyone does it anyways?
Oh, you've all been
Exactly.
drinking.
I mean, some of
Of
them
course.
probably most certainly have.
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Have any of you been in Greenkeep before?
I don't
No.
believe so.
Oh, no.
I can't. He raised his hand.
Who did?
No.
No, he did. He did. Again, all the guards are nodding.
Honk.
What's your name?
Honk.
No, it's not. What's your name?
I'd like to say honk and motion towards Hellyth. Like, honk.
Right.
Is it a guard an elf?
No, you guys actually specifically have never seen an elf. You've heard of
Oh.
them, but they're like mythological creatures in
Okay.
this world.
I forgot about that.
Fine.
If he keeps saying like he doesn't think it's true, I'll say like it you can't pronounce his real name, man. It's all these weird vowels and it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
His name is like the
the
sound of a rushing river over rocks.
guard captain says Jimson, and a guy runs up who's wearing like wizard guard clothes. Says Jimson, what's his name? And Jimson casts a spell on you. Meow. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 10.
Jimson kind of probes at you for a minute, and you can feel him like probing into your mind. And then he looks over and says, his name's Meow, guard captain. See, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Honk.
All right, here's what we're going to do. It's your first time here in the city. It is actually your first time, right? Meow?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we did declare that. Yes.
Okay. Now we've got a runner, and we have to go fish your friend out of the keep.
I
So
don't think he actually made it into the keep.
where he made it beyond the walls where he is not permitted to go.
Sure.
So if he survives, if he didn't land in the forest, then we're going to just fine you because no one appears to have been hurt. And so we're going to impound your ship until you can pay that fine.
Wait a minute.
Except beans for fine?
You're going to be paying some beans, all right.
Wait, what happened to the wizard?
Hey!
What happened to the wizard? Is he with us?
Yeah, he's just like, he's also sitting there with you and just being very quiet and nodding politely.
And is also kind of confused as to why we just launched Peter into the
Yeah.
castle.
He was downstairs and then like ran upstairs and was like, not again. And says, all right, so that's gonna be, he's like tallying, he kind of whispers to somebody, they whisper back, and then the wizard comes up and casts a spell on your boat, and you can see these magical shackles appear and tie it to the dock. It says, all right, that's going to be 1,500 gold.
Okay, so hear me out.
How many beans?
I don't accept beans.
Why not?
What did you want?
So, really, fines are just like a way for you to continue to hold us down and keep us poor, right? So, like, the people in power can maintain everything.
You can make your payments to the guard headquarters or the financier in the market district.
Just to confirm real quick, the Green Keep is like on a major piece of land. Like we could walk to wherever the fuck we want to go next, right? We don't need the boat.
Correct.
We don't need the boat, yes, but
1,500 gold is a lot of gold. We don't have anywhere near that much money.
sure.
There's your map for those of you on Roll20.
So unless somebody's got Dispel Magic and we got a heist planned.
You're saying this out loud?
Yep.
Says
I'm
right.
not afraid of cops.
Yeah, we have issues with that too. You will be contained to the city unless you get adventuring leave, and then you will be placed under Geas in order to do that.
How do you expect us to make 1,500 gold if we can't leave the city?
That's what the adventuring Geas is for. They'll explain it all to you at the adventuring district. Your visages have been passed along to the walls. Enjoy your time in the keep. And then they kind of disperse and walk away. And Peter, I know we haven't come back to you yet, but we will.
It's all good. It's all good, man. I'm having fun listening to this bullshit.
So, Billy, you're still hiding at a potted plant.
Yeah.
The three of you and Melrin are just kind of sitting on a bench watching the guards walk away down the dock. Four of them post up in front of the ramp to your boat and just stand there kind of glaring at you.
Hello.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna go try and find Peter.
Yeah, let's go find
I guess
Peter.
actually I'm gonna use my sending stone.
Okay.
Hey, Peter, Billy, you guys all right?
Peter just sends.
Peter,
Well,
Peter, you
I
don't get the message.
I was gonna say I don't know what Peter does.
Okay. Billy?
Yeah, Billy responds and he says, hiding in a potted plant, don't give me up, narc.
Damn. I didn't want to give him up.
Because you can respond once, so...
Meow responds, I know Mark. Narc.
No, that's been proven.
I guess if Peter's not responding, I'm gonna start heading towards wherever it looked like Peter went.
Yep, I'll go with Hellyth.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
Now, I'd like to request the bean guy to come with.
And he just sort of shrugs and says, well, I'm in it with you now. So...
How much gold do you have?
I don't have any.
You have no money?
No. I was getting back and forth with the bean magic.
Bean staff, how much?
I can't... This
Did
is
you hire that
priceless.
boat that sunk? How were you traveling on that boat if you had no money?
Well, people were giving me room and board to get rid of the fires for them and take them back and forth. And I was working up to getting some coin, but I hadn't quite gotten there yet.
Fair enough.
You have to build up a name for yourself.
It's okay. Our buddy Billy apparently has like quite the name for himself. So I think we can make some good money in this town.
It's been like 4 years, though, you said.
Oh, yeah, that's bullshit.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, he got knocked out, so we told him 4 years had passed, and
He
just
died.
bought it. So
Peter,
Yes.
you're in your revelry.
Uh-huh.
You passed through tree branches, and immediately it's early in the morning. The sun's out. It's kind of a crisp, sort of an autumn day. As you were sailing through the air, you're having so much fun. And then as soon as you pass,
this is my favorite day.
as soon as you pass that top layer of trees, it got dark. It very quickly turned from crisp autumn day to like dark Halloween night.
Oh, that's not a problem. I have dark vision.
As you pass through here, it's still light enough to see. So the dark vision not necessary quite yet, but you're like the just atmosphere in general.
Sure.
Came down. I want you to roll for me a 1d20. And you want, well, it depends. Let me ask you before you roll this. Do you want something dangerous, but something that gives you knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want something safer, but with less information?
So what I heard is, do you want something exciting or do you want something boring?
Oh, it's all going to be exciting.
So we're gonna go with the something dangerous that gives knowledge.
Roll for me then a 1d20.
All right, I got a 6.
Okay. So you tumble through the trees, taking, smacking into some branches on the way down, but you're just so excited that some of the blows just glance off of you, and you thud prone into the ground.
Okay.
And you notice that as you do that, like, you don't hit, like, you've been in forests before, right? But you hit this forest floor, and it is just hard-packed dirt. You don't hit moss, you don't hit leaves. It's the cleanest forest floor you have ever seen.
Okay.
Out of the corner of your ear, out of the corner of your eye, you see this shape move quickly, like scuttling feet. And when you turn to look, there's nothing there. There's just darkness and trees going back.
Okay.
You hear a rustle of feathers.
Okay.
Pulling yourself to your feet and looking around, you are standing in between trees that seem to be are standing very tall, but close together. So you're having almost a hard time getting through them. But there's no foliage on the ground. There's no leaves, down. It's very quiet, very still. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I didn't see what rustled?
No, you saw like movement for a half a second.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to wander in the direction I heard the noise because that's something to do. And I'm in a great fucking mood right now. And I want to know what that rustling was.
Okay. What languages do you speak, Peter?
Peter speaks Common and Primordial.
Okay. You head toward the direction of the voice. Give me a perception check.
Okay, 23.
23, very nice. Kind of peering ahead out in front of you. You, in past the tree trunks, past into the darkness, you see the occasional dark shape just out of view where you can't really tell what it is, sort of darting around.
Okay.
As you pass by one tree, you see what you think for a second is an optical illusion of you pass by one tree and you are looking out into the distance, and when you do, you pass by it, you see a clearing, but you weren't ready for it, and so you take another step and walk past another tree, and when you pass that tree, you don't see the clearing anymore. Okay. And you stop and take a step back and realize if you stand in this very specific spot and look right between these two trees, you can see it. There's a clearing. and it's brighter there. There's some light coming in. It looks sunny. There's some green grass, but there's also stones stacked up that give the distinct impression to you of a cairn, of a cairn, is that how you pronounce it? Of a tomb. Rocks stacked around a hole in the ground that leads down to a grave.
Okay. And it's bright and sunny in just this one spot, but only if I look through 2 specific trees, right?
Yes. And as you're looking, kind of taking it in, a dark, shadowy form of a kinku steps out.
Okay.
And looks at you and mutters something in a language you don't understand, but in a very guttural tone. Nothing like your bright and sunny friend Meow.
Sure.
Something instead more akin to, and then it steps behind a tree and disappears.
Peter gets like super excited because Peter's pretty sure he just found a route to the Feywild where his magic comes from. He fucking wants to go. He's been waiting for this for years to find what's up with his magic. So he's just gonna stride right between the 2 trees. Oh, good day. I'm Peter. I assume you're one of the ones what gives me my magic.
Are we losing Peter a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Well,
Just making sure it wasn't just me.
It was really funny.
We heard you, but it was a little bit of. So you stride through. You're taking very, very care as you're going through here. Very excited because anytime that you sort of stray off, you kind of worry that like, oh no, what if I miss it? What if I lose it? Those thoughts cross you, and as you get closer, you hear that guttural bird noise coming back in whispers, and you hear more and more of it coming from behind you, and just from all around you. It gets louder and louder until you step into the clearing.
Sure.
And it gets quiet. But now you can hear sort of the sounds of nature out. You can hear the sounds of the city. Looking up, you actually see the Green Keep. Like you see the stones of the bottom of the keep above you. And so you're not really sure where the sunlight is coming from.
Interesting. Okay.
But you can hear sounds of the city. You can hear guards shouting. Looking around you, you can see every once in a while, looking around, you see just a clear-cut shot through the trees, and you can see guards running around, kind of peering into the trees from the outside. But none of them seem to be really making eye contact with you. None of them appear to be able to see you. And there is in front of you that hole in the ground with stone stairs leading down into darkness.
Okay. When I look around, do I see the Kenku?
No.
Okay. Straight into the hole I go.
Okay. As you take one step onto it, and as soon as you hit that one step, you hear a voice very loudly, very clear in your ear, say, "There is danger. Stay back."
Is it? I guess I whip my head in the direction that the voice came from.
It's nothing there.
Is it danger you would like taken care of? Because I'm real good at danger.
From across from you on the other side, you whip your head over there. As you hear it, you hear, "None should have this power."
Okay. Peter's going to make a point of not looking at the voice from here on because he has taken the hint that like this person doesn't actually want to be seen and he wants to respect that. So, he's going to say, "All right, I'm not going to take the power, but I do really want to see what it is."
There's no response.
All right, I'm taking that as an okay. And here I go. And I'm going to start walking down the stairs.
Okay. You walk.
Mhm.
You walk. You walk down the dark staircase.
Is it like a spiral staircase, or am I just like going in a
You're
straight...
going in a straight
angle
line,
down?
straight down.
Cool.
You can't see more than maybe 10 feet in front of you, despite your dark vision.
Okay.
It's, but you can see a little bit.
Oh, since they mentioned danger, I'm gonna have my axe out.
Okay. The stairs are pretty uniform. You can tell that these were hand carved. You're going down the stone steps. The walls are stone. The ceiling is stone, and it's getting colder as you go down deeper into the earth, until almost abruptly, in front of you, you hear, before you see it, you hear a rustling of feathers, and you like step up and can see the outline of the Kinku. Standing in front of you, looking at you, which very quickly jumps back away from you into the darkness.
Okay.
And as you take another step forward, you find a door made all out of metal.
Okay.
With a doorknob made out of brass, and a small triangular indentation on the doorknob.
Okay, so you said the door is made out of metal. And then you said that the door handle is made out of brass, and it occurs to me that brass is a metal.
The door
what
is
type of metal
the door is
made
a like silvery iron.
Okay. Okay.
Or steel.
Peter is gonna try the door. Actually, Peter's very confused that he can't see the Kenku anymore when he saw the Kenku jump backwards, and now there's just a door there. So he's gonna stop for a minute. He's gonna like start to look around for the Kenku, and then realize that like the Kenku obviously doesn't want to be seen, and then he's gonna go, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I can tell you're shy. I'm gonna go through this door now, all right? And if nobody says anything, he's gonna try to go through the door.
The door handle does not turn.
Okay.
As you kind of stand there pondering, door handle doesn't turn. And you notice that as cold as it is down here, your hand's kind of warm. And looking down at the doorknob, you can see that the little triangular indentation is glowing just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Are there any runes or anything around it?
Give me a Arcana check.
Can do. $18.
With an 18, there are no runes. You're kind of inspecting over this, but you can tell that this definitely seems magical, and this seems like it's a lock, and that you do not have the key.
Okay. Hey, you see there was danger down here, but all I found is a door. Can you, kindly open the door so I can go face the danger?
There is no response.
Okay.
So while Peter is down here in the dark, looking at this door, Billy,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I am, hiding in a potted plant, but I'm also wondering how the hell I lost this guy. Like, I was gonna catch him. He had to have gone somewhere, but I had to lie low because of the fuzz. So I think if I've noticed that the guard action around has died down, I'm going to get out of my potted plant and kind of try to investigate around the area and see if I can spot potentially what happened.
Okay, give me an investigation check. And the other three of you were heading to the keep?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the direction that Peter went.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
With the 13, you notice that there's looking around a little, taking your time now, kind of scouting out. You're a practiced person at getting the hell out of a place when you're being chased. And so looking around, you can say, well, if you were a little taller, like that human was, you probably could have like jumped up to that fire escape on the side of this building in the alley. You could maybe have jumped off of that dumpster, and there's an open window into the building. It looks pretty dusty, but that's possible. So you're looking around again. It looks like they probably went up somehow in order to get away from you that quickly, but you're not sure exactly where.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start climbing, and like I would peek my head into the window just to see if anything looks like it's been ruffled or anything weird had happened. But otherwise, I'm going up on top of the building.
Okay, give me a acrobatics check to try and get to that ladder.
Yeah. That'd be a 22.
22. You friggin' wall run up the side of the wall and grab that. And as you do, you notice that at the end of the hall, at the end of the alley, you came in one direction. At the end of the other alley, where if you had kept running, you would have come out. You see two men sprint into the alley. Seeing you, they pull black hoods up and draw long curved knives.
Ah, crap, cultists again.
Charge toward you. And that's where we'll end this session. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We hope you enjoyed these incredible shenanigans. We are probably not going to be on next week because of Thanksgiving. So everybody, I hope you have a good one. Eat some food. Enjoy time with your family or your friends or whatever. But then we should be back after that. I know we've got a lot of other fun stream stuff coming up. I know CoolEagle does. I do. So make sure you tune into that. Make sure you go support CoolEagle's charity. CoolEagle, you want to pitch it real quick since you're doing a charity thing?
Yeah. I'm raising money for JDRF because my son has type 1 diabetes. Every night that I'm streaming, if we hit a $200 rounded goal, so 200, 400, 600, 800, I will be in full clown garb, the whole face, the wig, the nose, the chicken.
And who will be
horn,
making your suit?
You know. I don't know who's going to be making my suit.
I love that you just have that horn on hand.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, tune into CoolEagle, donate to JDRF, great organization. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night. And we will see you next time with more Expedition Aladragor. Good night, Internet.
Good night.